We're on the road again. This week it's a football-focused Full Monty live from Sheffield. Today we're live at Hillsborough, but this city is about much more than just one club.
What's your view on the situation Sheffield Wednesday are currently in, obviously?
Well, I was a student in Sheffield in sort of 95 till about 99, and we used to come here all the time. We'd sit up in the wedge in the far corner there where the tickets were about £5 for a student, and I was at a sort of affinity with the club. I'm married a Sheffield Wednesday fan, so I've got to talk about them with great pride. But you know, even when I was watching them back then, they were still a big club, and they just, through a series of sort of financial mismanagement and bad decisions and signing the wrong players for too much money without any clause in the contract if they were relegated, they find themselves in the position they are now, 30 million in debt, winding up orders. Thankfully there's news of fresh investment coming into the club, which will hopefully make a difference, but it's a long road to rebuild Sheffield Wednesday to the club and the team that they were. I mean, you know, they had Waddle in the team, they had Nigel Worthington, Des Walker played here, Chris Woods, England goalkeeper, Andy Sinton, Carlton Palmer, Di Canio, Benito Carbone, all these players, Mark Bright, David Hurst. Now that was a great side, and hopefully one day they'll get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, did you always want to be a journalist, or was it footballer first, journalist second?
I liked commentary. I always used to commentate things from a very early age and annoy my parents and my brothers and sisters by commentating on old ladies in supermarkets and my brother playing cricket in the back garden. I would always commentate things, but I just, like many people, I just thought it was far beyond what I would be able to do. I would dream of being a professional footballer, and if not footballer, then professional sportsman in some way, whether it was golf, cricket, whatever it would be. I was desperate to play sport. But like many people, I realised at quite an early age that I was, in actual fact, distinctly average at football and never good enough to play it to that sort of level. So really I was going to be a teacher. I signed up to do a PGCE. I then got turned down in Sheffield to do a PGCE for being too immature, which I thought was a prerequisite for being a teacher. The problem was I had my football kit on underneath my suit when I went to the interview, and the lady who was doing the interview asked me why I had red socks on, and I said it's because I've got my kit on, and I took my trousers off rather unwisely and showed her the full kit, and she thought that was a step too far. I still don't know why I did it, but thankfully that didn't work out. But I did get on this journalism course, did that, and on the back of that got a job. So that's sort of was my way in, really.
You're involved with Shure Radio when you're at university.
Yeah.
How was that then? You know, sort of compared to what you're doing now. Do you miss it?
I still think that was a great grounding. I do miss it because I did it with my best mate, who I lived with at university. We were best men at each other's wedding, and we were Dan and Ed in the afternoon on Shure FM. So we were there when it first started. Yeah, I was the first sports editor. I can't remember what he was, but really we didn't take it particularly seriously. But it was great because you've got to. I always think you need to have those sort of roles where you can make lots of mistakes, and there weren't many people listening. It was like my now sister-in-law used to listen with her mates and laugh about it at school. They were about 8 or 9. But we used to put faders up in the wrong time and play the wrong song and say stupid stuff. But you learn the workings of a radio studio, and you learn about on-air discipline. And if you listen to the tapes, we were pretty pathetic.
Do you still have those tapes?
I do. They're in the loft somewhere. I don't think they'll be coming out.
No.
No, but
hidden away.
Yeah, it was. We still laugh about it now when we get together. And but it's like when I used to work in regional television, when I sort of moved out of radio, went into regional television, and then I went to work at News 24. And it was a bit like that, because at News 24 you've got a new bulletin every half an hour, so you can, if you make a mistake, you've got an immediate opportunity to move on and have another go.
Yeah.
And I think that was the same at student radio. You can keep going, keep trying different things. If they don't work, you park them up and you don't do them again. And you can be a bit edgy and a bit wacky and a bit weird. And you can find yourself as a broadcaster, because the most important thing, I think, is just to be yourself and not try and sound like anyone else, not try and be like anyone else. And hopefully you'll have a style which some people like to listen to or watch, and from then on, you just keep working at it, keep practicing it, and then find your opportunity and take it with both hands.
Final question: what tips would you give to anyone wanting to do what you do, break into the industry, make a name for themselves in journalism?
Practice. If you want to decide what you want to do. you want to be a commentator, presenter? Do you want to work in radio, TV? Do you want to work production side of things? Once you've decided what you want to do, then concentrate on practicing that skill. So if you want to work in press, write match reports, compare them to those in the paper. If you want to work in the radio, practice your two-ways, practice your match reports from games that you go and see, compare them to those you hear on the radio. Get in front of the camera, work down the camera, see how bad you look, see what you need to work on. Do you flick your eye? Does your ear poke out a bit? Or does your hair need to be... You will be your harshest critic. Practice, practice, practice. And then the other key side of it is to find a foot in the door somewhere. Pressurise people, not pressurise, pester people to give you an opportunity. And once you are given an opportunity, take it and make yourself indispensable in the shortest amount of time possible. And then hopefully all that hard work will at one stage pay off and you'll get the job you always dreamed of.
So there you have it. We've covered everything from fans to finance, from players to pundits, from Alan Hansen to Alan Irvine. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
And that was the sports update with me, Chris Mackay. Thanks for watching. This has been Forge TV.
And I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Thanks again for watching, and remember to tune in to our next broadcast.
If there's any side of Forge TV that you want to get involved in, give us an email on forgetv@forgetoday.com or pop into the Media Hub on level 4 of the Students' Union.
You've been watching Forge TV.
TV.